Hello class, today we'll be going over how we can add integers using pictures. We do that using both integer tiles and on a number line. First question here asks us to complete the addition positive 5 plus positive 2. We want to count positive 5 together with positive 2. To do this, I'm going to start by drawing my first integer. My first integer is positive 5. The 5 means 5 tiles, and the positive means all of those are shaded in. I'm next going to draw my second integer. My second integer underneath is going to be 2 positive tiles. The 2 means 2 tiles. Positive means shaded in. Since everything here is positive, nothing cancels. So we just want to count all of this together, and we can say all together there are 7 positive tiles. And so, of course, we could write our answer is positive 7. We could leave that as just 7. We know without a positive sign, the number is assumed to be positive, or we could put that in brackets as well. On a number line, we always want to start from 0. My first integer is positive 5. The positive means go to the right, and the 5 is 5 spaces. So 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, 5 spaces to the right. For my next integer, I always want to start it from the tip of my last arrow there, and my next integer is positive 2. Positive means to the right, and 2 means 2 spaces. So 1 space, 2 spaces further to the right. The final location of my integer arrows is at positive 7. And of course, that's the same answer, positive 7 for the same question. In the case of question B, we again want to start by drawing our first integer. Negative 2 means 2 tiles. Since they're negative, we are not going to shade them in. We're going to draw our second integer underneath. Negative 3 means 3 tiles. Again, not shaded in. Nothing here cancels because everything is unshaded. And so we'll say all together, there are 5 negative tiles. For our number line, again, we always want to start from 0. Our first integer is negative 2. Negative means to the left, and 2 means 2 spaces. So 1, 2 to the left. We're next going to start our next integer from the end of that previous integer. The next integer is negative 3. Negative means to the left, and 3 means 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left. The final location of our integer arrows is at negative 5. And of course, that's the same answer we got from our tiles. In the case of question C, we want to again start by drawing our first integer. First integer is positive 5. 5 means 5 tiles, and positive means they are shaded in. In our second integer, we're going to draw it underneath. Our negative 3 means 3 tiles, and since they are negative, they are not going to be shaded in. Now in this question, we do have some 0 pairs. Anywhere we have 1 positive and 1 negative, or 1 shaded and 1 unshaded is another way of saying that, we have a 0 pair that cancels each other out. Again, this is like giving your friend $1 and then immediately taking away that $1. You're not changing anything about your friend's money. So we have 1 positive, 1 negative, we can cross those out. Another positive can cross out with another negative, and a third positive can cancel out with a third negative. We had here 3 0 pairs. What do we have left over? We have 2 positive tiles left over. So we'll say 2 positive tiles remain after canceling 0 pairs. So that means our answer is positive 2. On our number line, we are going to start by drawing our first integer starting at 0. First integer is positive 5. Positive means to the right, 5 means 5 spaces. We're going to start our second integer from the end of that first arrow, and our second integer is -3. Negative means to the left, and 3 means 3 spaces. So 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces to the left. And we can go ahead and mark off where our final location is. Our final location there is at +2. And this is kind of like taking 5 steps forward and 3 steps back. Just to finish up with the front side here, again in question D, we're going to start by drawing our first integer. First integer is -5. 5 means 5 tiles. Negative means that they are unshaded. We'll draw our second integer underneath. Positive means shaded tiles, and 9 means there's 9 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shaded tiles. We do see some positives and some negatives here. We have different signs on our integers. That means we can go ahead and cross out 0 pairs. So 1 positive and 1 negative cancel out. Second positive cancels with a second negative. A third, a fourth, a fifth 0 pair. So there were 5 0 pairs. Now what remains, obviously, is these 4 positives. And so we'll say 4 positive tiles remain after canceling 5 0 pairs. And so we could say our answer is +4. On our number line, we're going to start our first integer from 0. First integer is -5. Minus means to the left, and 5 means 5 spaces. We're going to start our second integer from that location, and the second integer is +9. Positive means to the right, and 9 means 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces to the right. Final location here is +4. And of course, that was the difference between 5 steps backwards and 9 steps forward. The difference is +4. So that's an introduction to using your integer tiles and number lines to model integer addition.